You guys, we are live. Hold on, I'm doing my little intro music. I told you guys I was going to have some live music coming in. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome back to another episode of You Were Meant for More. I'm your host, Francine Ayala, and I'm extremely grateful that you are here for today's show because today's show is going to be so impactful. When I started reading the notes as to what I was going to talk about this week, I was like, how coincidental that this is coming up now in my life to be able to share, because I want you all to understand that this was a rough patch in which I had to experience on my own to then be able to share how it got me to my next level and how it's going to get you there as well. And so if you are joining me for the first time, welcome. I'm so excited you're here. Stay connected. Follow me on all the socials because I have so much to share with you and so much is coming. And if you notice, you see a little, is it this side? A little QR code. If you are in the Southern California area, you definitely have to come check out our conference, which I will share more about in a bit. But if you have joined us multiple times or joined myself multiple times from previous episodes, I'm truly honored that you're still here and I appreciate that. So I love when you guys are with me on this journey because you get to see me evolve as well, because I have people that have been following from like the very beginning when I first started my nonprofit or my women's empowerment group back in 2017 out of depression to where I'm at now. And so I'm always honored and grateful that you're here. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. Our topic today is breaking free from who you used to be. And it's going to be powerful because it is going to shift how you move forward, how you're going to jump into your next season. And what God's intention is to make you understand why you were meant for more and how he's going to position you to do so. So stay tuned. First of all, I got to give a shout out to my good friend Gina. I switched positions in my room for my desk and how the setup is going to be because I'm creating an in studio for our other show called Amplify Your Voice. And I had this to work with. And so I reached out. I'm like, I need ideas. I'm not a designer. So she gave me ideas and I had this beautiful frame here. And so she's like, lighting, plant, and, picture. And I'm like, all right, let's do this. So I have to give a shout out to Gina. That came up amazing. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and jump in. You know me, I'm going to pull my notes. And definitely join me. Let me know if you're joining live or if you're catching this on replay. I mean, I definitely want to be able to answer any and all questions that you may have because this is such a powerful topic. And I want you to be able to really take notes, to embrace it, to receive the information that you are going to receive. Because I tell people at like my conferences and summits, no matter what, you're going to hear something 100 times, right? You know how they say you hear this 100 times, but you don't do anything about it or you don't receive the information. But it's not until like the 101 time that you heard it and it really sticks and it clicks. So always stay present, always stay focused, take your notes and ask questions. You have to be involved in order to make these shifts. All right, let's jump in. All right. Oh my goodness, you guys, I have so many tabs open. I'm like, why did I close all of these? Okay. So before we dive in, can I just say, if you're watching this, there's something inside you that knows you're ready for a shift. You're ready to stop playing small, stop hiding behind old versions of yourself, and step into who you're truly meant to be. Today, we're talking about something that hits so close, basically, to my own personal life. Breaking free from who I used to be and who you used to be, right? So, honey, this is just theory. This is lived experience. I've had to shed more identities that I care to count. And each time, it felt pretty terrifying and troublesome. And absolutely, it was necessary. So, grab your drink of choice, get comfortable, and let's get real about identity evolution. So, all right. So, a little bit about me. If you don't know already, I am a women empowerment coach and speaker. I coach on confidence and transformation. I've been doing it for the last 3 years now. And I have a nonprofit that supports women in their overall well-being. And we have a whole women empowerment community on Facebook. We are just just moving. We have a lot coming up with our conference called our Rise, Thrive, and Elevate conference. And we want to be able to get women in the room who are ready for that shift. And so, like I said, I'm grateful you're here. We're going to jump into the first one, which is identity prison. Oh my goodness. Let me ask you something and be honest with yourself. So when was the last time you looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the person staring back at you? Not physically, but energetically. Like, who is this person? And why am I pretending to be her or him? Here's what I know to be true. We all have these identity costumes that we've been wearing for years, maybe decades. These people pleasers who say yes to everything, the perfectionist who's never good enough, the I'm fine woman who's drowning inside but keeps smiling. Actually, if you've gone through all three, let me know because I have. I've gone through all three. I mean, it's not just one. I have multiple old identities. So I remember when I was in corporate America and I had this whole identity built around being the reliable one, the one who had it all together, an ambassador for the chamber, climbing the ladder, checking all the boxes. But inside, I felt like I was suffocating. Like I remember specifically telling my old manager, like, just let me go so I can spread my wings already. Anyways, the crazy part is that these identities served us at one point. People pleaser, yeah, she kept us safe when we were young. That perfectionist, she helped us achieve things. But here's the kicker. What got you here won't get you there, the next level. And the scariest part, we hold on to these old identities because they feel safe. Even when they're making us miserable, at least we know who we are, right? Wrong. We know who we were. That's a big difference. So the grief of letting go is something that really hit me personally. And I mean, a lot of things like started to unravel as I started to personal develop. And this one was really it had a huge effect on me and you don't even realize that it's actually grieving that you're going through. So let's talk about it. The grief that comes with outgrowing yourself. Yes, it's actually grief. Because when you let go of an old identity, you're literally mourning a version of you that is dying. And when I left corporate America in 2016 and jumped into entrepreneurship and drove rideshare, I grieved hard. I had to let go of the successful corporate woman that I was. And I had to sit with the idea of, I have no idea what I'm doing type of woman. And I really didn't. It was terrifying, but it was necessary. I jumped in. I mean, a lot of you know my story. And if you don't know, I jumped into entrepreneurship with one paycheck because I knew I was meant for more. I knew there was something out there that was going to allow me to spread my wings and to do what I've always wanted to do. This pattern of letting go showed up again when a long-term friendship ended. It just ended because I realized that I was the one pouring more into them than they were into me. I also understood I was seeking validation from someone who couldn't give me what I was giving them. What I've grown to acknowledge is that we attract relationships that mirror our internal state. Part of me was seeking security through this friendship, but what I really needed was to give that same energy to myself. And that is the hard truth. So many people are pretty much kind of diverted through emotions because of a past situation, friendship, relationship that affected them. And they hold on to these identities of, well, it was them, it wasn't me. But in actuality, it's an internal state. So really processing that, really growing, having you grow as a person and helping you understand that you get to choose you get to choose love, you get to choose what it is that you are seeking. Nobody else can give you that but you. And that's where the hard truth was. And so if you're joining me live, definitely let me know if that hits you right here. I'm sorry if I got real, but believe me, I've been there. I've been there, so I'm here. So, Paige, yes, yes, I am. Are you there? Are you there right now? Let me know. I get it. And then Helm says, I've been through all three, maybe more as well. You and me both, Will. I get it. So, yes, I'm going to share your guys' feedback. So, definitely let me know where you're at. I want to be able to support you. I love that. Thank you for sharing. All right. So, yeah, I've been through all three as well, and it's not fun. Okay. But here's what I learned during those 6 years of entrepreneurship and driving. Sometimes you have to get completely lost to find yourself. Sometimes you have to strip away everything and everyone to discover who you actually are. So, like the woman who started Wheela in 2017 out of depression, yeah, she was actually born from the ashes of depression, from letting go of who I thought I had to be. And even that version of me, she evolved too. I remember hosting events back in 2019. So I started the group in 2017, but back in 2019, I hosted my first summit and then conference. And I remember all of these women saying, "Oh my goodness, Francine, you're so inspiring. You're so uplifting. I love that you're empowering women. You're great. You're this, you're that." And I thought I was less than that. I did not believe a word they were saying. I pretty much hid in my little cocoon. I did not believe it. They were telling me all of these things, but I did not believe exactly what they were saying. And so there was a lot of this old version of me that I needed to release. I needed to let go of because of those patterns that I was holding on to. So if you're feeling sad about letting go of old parts of yourself, that's normal. Honor that grief. That old version of you gets to be acknowledged and thanked. And then give yourself the permission to evolve. To say, thank you for allowing me to go through this process because I needed to know what I didn't know, and now I know. So thank the person, thank the old you, thank the old patterns, and then say, all right, I give myself permission to evolve. Let's get into the nitty gritty of this because the nitty gritty is the stories we actually tell ourselves about who we are. So if you're joining me live, what story are you telling yourself every day? And a lot of people don't like to share. I get it. It's okay. Sometimes it's a little embarrassing, but there's a story playing on repeat. And if you need to send me a personal DM to let me know, I'm happy to hear it. Maybe it's I'm not a leader. I'm not good with me. I'm not the type of person who just basically who decided that. Who put those words in your mind? Like my or I had multiple actually. Mine was the whole I'm not good at having a business because I've never had a business. Nobody in my family had a business. I'm not good at technology. I didn't know how to do all the tech stuff. So technically, I wasn't good at it. So the more I told myself this, the more I became that. And that's exactly what we're talking about, the old stories. So stop right there. You don't need to know, you no longer need to tell yourself those stories because you made that decision about yourself. And why are you still living by the rules you created when you were 15, 25, or even 35? I used to tell myself here, I put it in my notes. I'm not that business person. I'm not techie girl. But now I have multiple businesses and I'm I'm not mastered at tech. I hire people for that, but I learned so much to get around. And I'm so excited for how far I've come. Okay. Mine is not good at socializing or putting myself out there. It's an old story. So, slowly evolving. Yes. So, Will, I want to ask you, what's your new story? By the way, thank you for sharing. So, you're saying mine is not good at socializing or putting myself out there. What is your new story? Write it out. Oh, wait. So, I used to also say I'm not someone who speaks on stages or in front of people. How many of you said that? I'm too shy. Now look at me, literally hosting a TV show. I do all of these stories. I speak on stages. I host my own summits and conferences. Yeah. All right, let's see. All right, Kate. I've struggled with imposter syndrome despite my creative skills. I'm not great with technology, but I've gotten in my own way. Oh, girl, yes. That was me. I was imposter syndrome, self doubt, self sabotage, you name it. I said everything that could possibly sabotage my business and my personal well being. I said it all. I did it all. So I get it. But that's an old story that you get to say, you know what? I am empowered to step into my creative skills and I'm great with technology and I'm going to master this. And I'm going to put myself around the right people that are doing it because I am meant for more and I am about to change lives. I'm about to step into my power because that is what God has implemented in my life to do so. So, just old patterns that continue to come up. Our subconscious holds on to them. Yeah, we're just like not about that. We're not holding on to that anymore. So, I want you to write out a new story. Write out what you're going to say going forward. All right, well, I will. I was always an outcast until this day. I still deal with it sometimes. I told you to write a new story. You get to write a new one, not talk about the old one. I'm kidding, by the way. I love that you're sharing, and I'm grateful that you're sharing. But definitely write a new one. And it's okay to share. You know, this is who you were, this is who your past identity was. Who do you get to become in your future? Who are you stepping into becoming in your future? That's what I want you to share and write down. Your new story is you are a master networker and excel at business. Oh, I love it. See, Will, there you go. Paige, thank you so much. So your new story is you are a master networker and excel at building relationships. Will, write that down. Every single day, you're going to wake up and you're going to read that. It's going to be on your phone. I'm a master networker and I excel at building relationships because that's what she's going to do. And that's a really good one for you. Yes, 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 yes. That is for me, being around people doing it. Absolutely. I saw that as like, I thought you were telling Will, and I was telling, yep, Will, write that down too. But then I was like, wait, that's for you, girl. So good for you. That's amazing. Both of you, phenomenal, amazing. Because you get to understand the past patterns that were keeping you playing small. And those are old stories that you're going to shed and you no longer have to deal with because you are a master networker. You are building extremely personal and intentional relationships. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and come back to my notes really quick. Okay. So these are just old programmings running in the background, like a computer virus, slowing down all your systems. Yeah. So here's your permission slip. And I want you to say this out loud with me. I am allowed to change. I am allowed to grow. I am allowed to become someone I've never been before. Give yourself permission to do so. And say, and I am love. That's one of the biggest things that people forget to do, to say and do to themselves is to let them know that they are love. So I am love. 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 I want you to say it 5 times in your head, and then I want you to say it 5 times out loud. And remember where you come from. You come from love. So when you are love and you show up as love, that's what you get to receive in your life. Same thing with master networker, building relationships. You get to choose those words. You get to choose the position, the area in your life that you want to grow in every single day. Every single day, we have an option to choose who we are. So I am love, I am love, I am love, I am love, I am love. Say it. So the woman or man you're becoming doesn't have to make sense to the woman or man you used to be. He or he doesn't need the approval. He just needs the courage. So now, here we go as we get into stepping into your future self. Now, here's basically where it gets fun. Who are you becoming? Not who you think you should become, not who your family wants you to become, but who you are meant to become. So many people are like, wait, what? What? I thought I needed to decide. Oh, it gets so good. We all think we decide. Sorry, Will, I forgot to share yours. Much obliged. You're welcome. We all think we get to decide. And ultimately, yes, it's a process, but ultimately, God is going to decide for you. You just have to be willing to listen. Oh, she said it out loud, and she said it with like so much power. I am loved, and I am love. Remember that you are love. Not only are you loved by others, but you are love. You are the essence of love. And that's where you get to show up, because guess what? When you put that out into that energy, that vibration, everyone that comes into contact with you is going to feel it. I went to an event yesterday, and it was a networking event for content creators and influencers that I was invited to. It was so crazy because like I was like, I'm an influencer. It was funny. And yes, I'm a content creator and things like that. But I was invited just randomly in my email, and I ended up going, and just my whole demeanor, my energy, everything that I encompassed showed up right there in front of me. From the moment I got there, from the moment I parked my car in valet, or stopped in valet, the gentleman was so nice, and I walk in the room with a smile on my face, and I'm just so excited because there's so much gratitude, there's so much love, and that's what I want to share with you all, because that is what exudes from you. So when you say I am loved, I am loved, I am, empowered, it just you move differently. It's the confidence that you have within you, because Jesus is love. So it's all for all love. That's what you're spreading. So from the moment I parked my car to getting in line, meeting people standing in line, getting in the elevator, meeting an amazing man there, who then we get off the elevator. He's like, "Oh, do you want me to, record you as you're getting your photo shoot done?" Like I was like, "Yeah, that's great." Like just everyone I came into contact with, you just felt the love. And that's what it is. That's what I put out. That's what I expect, and that's what I receive. And that's what you all should do. Okay, close your eyes for a second. All right, close them. If you're driving, don't. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. What is she wearing? What is he wearing? What does she carry? How does she carry herself? How does he carry himself? What does her morning routine look like? What does his morning routine look like? What kind of conversations is she having? What kind of conversation is he having? That woman, that man, she's not some fantasy. She's who you are underneath all the layers of shoulds and old stories. She's been waiting patiently for you to stop playing small and for you to step into your power. For me, that future self-talk was clear. It really was. She was speaking on stages, she was traveling in the world, empowering women, building something meaningful. But I had to let go of the scared Francine to become the empowered Francine. And guess how long that took for me? 7 years. 2017. Sorry, 8 years. 8 years. And the thing is, like, it doesn't matter where you're at in your life and you say, oh my God, in 8 years, that's going to happen for me. No, everybody processes it differently. So you guys showed up because you knew that there was something within you that needed to be on this show right now, engaging. Something pushed you, whether you felt it like as far as like a nudge, something told you you had to be here. And the thing is, stay connected, stay growing, because your subconscious mind will fight you to go back to your old patterns. I promise you it will. But unless you stay connected to people who are love or energy, who are showing up in this amazing frequency, you will fall back into old patterns. I promise you, it happened to me multiple times. And I was like, what is going on? Oh, it was me? Oh, my bad. So, all right. How you guys doing out there? You still visualizing the future? I hope you're doing well. Okay. So it did take me 8 years, okay? Your future self isn't just asking you to have it all figured out. She's just asking you to take the first step, to stop hiding, to stop playing the character that you've outgrown. Now, how do you actually do this? How do you break free from who you used to be? Number one, write it down. Write it in your phone if you need to. Awareness. Notice when you're operating from an old identity. When you catch yourself saying, I'm not the type of person who. And this happened to me recently. I kept saying, man, I need to be part of a book club, of like high level entrepreneurs that are doing this, and that. Man, I'm not getting to my next level because no. I had to stop that real quick. Because the thing is, an old pattern showed up. Like, wait a second, where did I think I wasn't getting to my next level because? Oh. So it's like the words that we tell ourselves without even realizing we're telling ourselves that. So basically, stop. You're done with those words. And then I want you to question that. Second, compassion. Thank the old version of you. She did her best. He did his best with what they had. But her job is done now. Third, choice. Every single day, you get to choose who you're going to be. Not who you were yesterday, but who you're becoming today. Fourth, action. Your new identity isn't built through thinking. It's built through doing what, basically built through doing what you actually have to do. So if you want to be a confident speaker, start speaking. Want to be a successful, I got to go back on this, you guys. You want to be a confident speaker, start speaking. If you saw the videos of me speaking when I first started, like, I hope and pray they never surface. I know they're online. I know they're there. And I know down the line people will go back and be like, wow, oh yeah, no, I don't even want to see that. But again, I started. I did it. I stepped out of my comfort zone and did it. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, start entrepreneuring. And finally, patience. Identity shifts don't happen overnight. You're literally rewiring your brain, changing neural pathways that have been set for years. Be gentle with yourself in the process. And if you need me to just like beat it out of you, I got you. You guys all know I come from a place of love, so I would never beat it out of you. All right, I'm coming out of my wilderness season and out of hiding. Girl, I did the same thing. Like, I went into this little cocoon because I felt like, you know what, head down, I need to build this business, like I'm done. And I just kind of ignored the outside world. Well, guess what? We still also need to be in community. So, yes, definitely come out of the wilderness and come out of hiding. And this is perfect timing because you got to stay in community with women that are moving and shaking and doing all the things, right? So good for you. Definitely visualizing. Good, good. That's amazing. And I'm going to show, I can even show you how to take it further, which I will break it down for you in a bit. Looked at your confidence, trying to figure out how to get there. Yes, girl. Yes, I told Precious. So I'm hoping Precious comes down as well. So connect with her. She knows all about it, and hopefully you guys can come together. It'll be awesome. It's gonna be great. I love it. And let's see, we got. I'm definitely called to speak. It's time. I've done it. I've done some. Okay, but I don't know what happened that caused me to run back and hide. It's old patterns. It happens. It really does. So our subconscious will always protect us. It'll always keep us playing safe. Always. When you wake up in the morning, guess what your first thoughts are? They're usually negative. So when you know this, when you know how your subconscious automatically works, you get to change the narrative. You get to say, nope, this isn't going to happen. This isn't going to spiral me out. I choose the positive. I choose better. I choose love. Whatever it is you're speaking to yourself, I choose love. I choose the higher ground. I choose to step into my power. So you had mentioned that you were visualizing. Okay. So the visualizing is actually putting it down on paper. So not necessarily a vision board, but it's on paper and processing it with writing it. So recently I put together. It's not put together yet, but I have this here, and it's just like a flimsy book. And so, like my goals and where I'm headed is all going to be in this. And so I get to open it up when I sit at my desk every day, and it's going to be a breakdown of where I'm at, where I'm headed, and what I expect to do. So this is going to give you like your accountability. It's going to keep you focused. And then reach out to me. We'll talk more about staying connected because we have a whole speaker coaching group. All right. So 1 second. Yeah. Let me break you guys down right here. I think we are closing out. Yes, we are. Okay. So definitely connect with me. Here's what I want you to remember. You weren't meant to stay the same forever. You were meant to evolve, to grow, to become more. The old identity that's feeling tight, it's not broken. It's just too small for who you're becoming. And that's not the problem to solve. It's a celebration to have. You have permission to outgrow yourself. You have permission to change your mind about who you are. You have permission to become someone you've never been before. The real world needs the real you, not the version you think you're supposed to be, but the authentic, powerful, unapologetic woman you're meant to be. Or him. I got you, Will. If this episode resonated with you, if you're ready to break free from who you used to be and step into who you're meant to become, I want to chat with you more about your transformational journey. Book a call with me at francescom/meant for more. I'm going to go ahead and drop it here as well because, honey, your breakthrough is waiting on the other side of that old identity. So let me go ahead and drop it really quick because I want to make sure you guys have it. There you go. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Of course, this real talk and about living your truth. Because until next time, remember that I'm here for you to support you in any way possible because I truly know that you are meant for more. You were meant to shine. You were meant to grow and evolve and be the magnificent man or woman you're meant to be. So thank you all for joining, Cage. Will, I appreciate you guys interacting with me live. And if you're catching this, like I said, on replay, definitely leave your comments. I want to be able to answer them. I want to be able to respond as we go along, as I look back, okay, at the show. All right. This was great. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for the feedback. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys next week on another show of You Were Meant for More. Have an amazing evening, day, wherever you are joining from, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
I want to get to know what you do, what inspires you, what you enjoy.
My ability to lead really impacts women on a larger level because not every woman has the same story or the same journey. So understanding where they've come from and where they want to go helps me be the leader that I can so that I can show up in a space of authenticity for them.